I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. How are you all doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Chris, I'm managing with the blaster on. Good morning, all. How are you all doing? Why do my comments get deleted on BNT? No idea, Tangerine. Nothing to do with me, and I suspect nothing to do with BNT. I don't understand that. Good morning, all. Yes, Darren Heskey. If you want Sonia's thumb to get better, click on the wee thumb under the stream. Morning all, morning all. Can you all hear me? Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes. Wait, are we up and running? I hope so. I hope we are. Okay, so where are we? Well, let's see. Any sign of Sonia? She's okay. Are you not seeing me? I hope you're seeing me. Is something going wrong here? First of all, I would like to say it is Friday, May 20th, 2022, 7:32 a.m. in London. I'm Sonia Poulton, journalist and broadcaster. This is Rise with BNT, and I can see you too. Look what I got from my riser chatters. Look, beautiful flowers. Had a bit of an accident. Nothing that will hold us down though, eh? Hope you're all okay. Really wonderful to see you. We've got a heck busy morning. Did you catch the film that BNT premiered yesterday, which was James Wells' film, edited by our lovely Sean Ward? Yes, good morning, Luggerbugs. Morning, Ray. Thank you, Divine John. Thank you. It's a little bit of a struggle to get ready this morning, but I think it's going to hold us back, eh? Yes, the film that premiered on BNT last night, which was about vaccine damaged people, or rather jab damaged people, because we know it's not a vaccine. And this morning, shortly at about 20 to 8, I will be joined by 4 people who have been detrimentally impacted following the COVID jab. So before we get to that, I want to first of all say, as I said, congratulations, James and Sean, and brilliant as ever, BNT, pushing out the alternative stuff that legacy media won't. Let's just quickly crack on with some stories that I just want to cover. And that is, I am so delighted to see that the government, under the Public Bodies Review Programme, will now be looking to cut certain public bodies, and that includes the Arts Council of England. And I'm glad about that. I'm glad that they're finally going to get a good, thorough dissecting, because the Arts Council of England have become terribly woke, terribly involved in queer theory. They funded the Family Sex Show, or at least in part. They funded the Dildo Butt Monkey, which was of a man in a costume of a monkey with a dildo, going into libraries and reading stories to children, funded by the Arts Council of England. So I think it's more than time that this organisation was looked at, because why? I don't want my tax money to be funding the sexualisation of children. And the problem about a lot of these bodies is that they carry on as if they are their own authority, and it's not okay. It's not good enough. And Jacob Rees-Mogg is overseeing it. He said it's right that we should always look at public organisations and whether they are delivering for the British people. Well, I can tell you here and now, the Arts Council of England has not been delivering. It's an arm's length public body. Really, the reality is that these are quangos, by and large. And we are spending, let's see, an annual budget of £220 billion on these organisations, employing more than 300,000 people. These are the bodies that are overseen by the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport, which of course, as we know, is Nadine Dorries, who doesn't know the remit of her department. And they are saying, actually, in a worst case scenario, Arts Council England could be shuttered altogether. And by that, they mean completely cut from all funding. And you know what? Probably not before time, because I tell you this, and that is if they expect to continue. I personally, and I believe that many people feel the same, I want some assurance that they will be moving forward without sexualising children. And talking about sexualising children, it has come to my attention that Drag Queen Story Hour is, well, on a huge UK tour this summer, July the 25th to September the 1st. Reading Libraries, Crewe Libraries, Bristol, London Borough, Bexley, Cornwall libraries, Brighton and Hove libraries, Portsmouth, Leeds, Vale of Glamorgan, Blackpool, Cardiff, Rochdale, Somerset, Bolton, Oxfordshire, Wokingham, Guernsey, on and on and on. They're not the same as pantomime dames. I made a film called Drag Queen Storytime, Grooming in Plain Sight, and that is what it is. These are sexualized caricatures of women, and these men are going into libraries and schools and reading books like, I'm a girl, and completely confusing children, introducing the idea of identity, gender identity, sexual identity to children way before they need to have it introduced to them. What kind of man wants to go into a library and read to children while these men are dressed up as sexualized women? Something wrong. And there's also something wrong in the parents who are supporting it. The dumb inhumanity is just too much these days. We've been through the Savile era. We've been through the Catholic abuse era. We've been through the boarding school abuse era. And now we're allowing men who like to dress as inflated type women, reading stories to children and babies to get ever closer to them. Cool move that. No, it's not. And I saw a meme which really made me think about it. And it was of an image of a child meeting Snow White, saying, meeting you is a dream come true. And Snow White turns around and says, let's explore your sexuality. And that's what we're dealing with. A whole load of questionable people have been given roles in educating children, keep children away from Disney. They are so much on this LGBTQIA, or how many other letters it is. But you can be sure that anything pretty much after the LGB is creating some issues. So please, if you're a parent out there who is contemplating taking your child to see a drag queen story time, don't. If you actually are a decent parent who cares about the growth of your child and the development in your child in a non-tampered way, don't take them to see it. Boycott it. I think what we need to start doing, quite honestly, is we need to be photographing parents who take children into these venues. Perfectly legal. It's in a public place. I want to know what kind of adults think it's okay and acceptable for children to be subjected to this. It's not okay at all. We'll be discussing it a bit more on Monday. But for now, I want to, first of all, turn to our lovely chatters. And good morning, everyone. Yes, Sean did edit the film Luggerbugs.